videotape has been all over the internet recently and TMZ of Christian Bale going ballistic on the set of his new movie Terminator Salvation. And he was upset with a crew member who was on the set someplace he wasn't supposed to be. Take a listen.
Kick your ass! I want you off the set, you.
I'm sorry.
No, don't just be sorry. Think for 1 second. The are you doing? Are you professional or not?
Yes, I am.
Do I walk around and rip that? No, shut the up, Bruce. Do I want? No. No! Don't shut me up. Am I gonna walk around and rip your lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the are you walking right through? Like this in the background. What the is it with you?
Fair enough.
This is the second time that he doesn't give a about what is going on in front of the camera.
Now, you know, you are safe nowhere anymore. As we saw yesterday with Michael Phelps, somebody snapped with the camera. You got folks who are putting it out. This surprised everybody, though he has been known to have anger problems. So this isn't a big surprise.
Wasn't he in the movie American Psycho? I think that's the thing about this is that once the guy said, "I'm sorry," he kept going. It's like, okay, enough already. And also, it's like displaced anger. It's over the top. He's mad at something else, and he's taking it out on this guy.
His mom and sister called the cops on him, too.
Yeah, he had that little incident. I don't know what happened there, but it sounds like he just maybe needed a snack. I don't know.
But you know, sometimes...
Give him a cookie.
No blood sugar.
Juice.
Coming from an actor standpoint, sometimes you weigh in on this, Whoopi. You know, you're in a scene, and you're trying to do, you know, you're trying to get into this character and do it, and when somebody just kind of walks across, you know, the set, it takes you out of what you need to do. Well, I don't know the way he handled it.
There are probably 150 people on a set. Okay. And when you're about to shoot, someone says, quiet. Everybody stops. You have 6 or 7 people call assistant directors, ADs, whose job it is to make sure that no one walks through. Now, if you and I are in the middle of having this conversation and say Phyllis walked through, we go, Phyllis, where you going? Yeah. And then she'd go, and she'd go back. The second time she did it, you'd snap.
But not like that.
Yeah, but we don't know if this is at the end of the day. We don't know how many hours he's been working, and it's tough. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I too have gone off on people because if you're professional, you know what you're not supposed to do.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I listened to this thing and it lasted about what, 15 minutes?
No, it was 3 minutes and change.
It sounded like it was 15. You know, it's relative. You know, Einsteinian. Yeah. But this is not. You know, no one's on an operating table getting brain surgery. This is just showbiz, and this guy's taking it.
But it doesn't. No, it's your art. It's your art form, and this is if someone did this. If someone got up and started doing stuff, you know, we get hecklers all the time, you know, and we try to be cute and say funny stuff, and then there comes a point where we go, sit down, or I'm gonna cut your face off, you know, because you have enough.
You lose it.
Somebody told me. I was at the Super Bowl party the other night, the other day, and this guy came up to me and said, you know, I saw you years ago when you were first starting as a comedian, and you were doing a private party, and it was awful, and it was in somebody's apartment or something. These are the things we had to do, you know. And these people, I was trying to be funny and do my job because I was getting paid, you know, $100, and they were talking, they were drinking, they were snorting, they were whatever they were doing. It was so rude and so obnoxious. I walked off. I said, Pearl's just wine, bye, and I left.
Yeah, I can't do that on a set.
Well, you can't walk off a set, and I've seen sets where men act really crazy. I've seen this kind of behavior a lot, where it's just like people go off. Some people have different types of personalities. Christian,
I used to do the orangutan when I was freaked out.
The orangutan, what is that?
It was this. But now, you know, I'm really cool, and I don't do that.
So how come you don't do that anymore?
Because You cannot, some people just can't learn. Some people don't care. Some people just, it's their world and they're going to treat you the way they want to. And sometimes you just have to say, some of it's not worth it. But when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to tell. So Christian, Sal, yes.
Another point. I would bet you any amount of money that this guy would not have gone off on the director or on another star of the movie.
I think
but
he
this
would.
guy was a crew guy, and that's why he felt he was
he was the
entitled.
DP. He was more than a crew guy. He was the director of the photography. Or he was checking the lighting, he said. Now you do that before.
If you listen
you
closely
say
in
to
the tape,
people.
if you go back, there's actually a remix online that they set to music.
Fabulous.
It's incredible for some fun.
That sounds fun. But I could never do that because I don't have that kind of person. In my head, I'm screaming like that, when that kind of stuff is happening.
I would never
but the externals, I'm just like, oh gosh.
No, sometimes you can't do it.
Well, I mean, we fight on this show all the time. You might have seen the show yesterday. Elizabeth and I get into, but that's just political. It's politics. I'm not calling whatever. She's not calling me a bitch, although maybe she wants to.
Just in my head.